Bob Fescoe and Carrington Harrison out here at the Arrowhead practice facility. Another day of OTAs in the books. And I think one position that we kind of know what's going to be like are the linebackers. You know Derek's going to be there. You know Justin Houston's going to be there. You know Tamba Ali's going to be there. And Derek Johnson said today it looks like Akeem Jordan's going to be that guy right now on the depth chart, number one next to him. What do you think about that?
Yeah, very weird to look at a team who only won 2 games last season. Talk about lack of position battles on this team. But inside linebacker is one of the few position battles on this team. You draft Nico Johnson. You got Akeem Jordan. You bring in Zach Dials. But it looks like Akeem Jordan, the veteran, is going to win that spot. I think that's a solid role. When you think about Tamba Ali, you got Justin Houston, you got a Pro Bowl guy in Derek Johnson. Inside linebacker isn't a huge need on this team. You just need that guy to be solid and not a liability. That seems perfect for Akeem Jordan.
And it also, you wonder how much that third or fourth linebacker really is going to be utilized on the inside because of all the nickel and dime formations we're seeing out here. We're seeing a lot of 5 and 6 defensive back looks out here by the Chiefs. That means somebody has to come off the field. So it may not be that big of an issue on who that inside linebacker is next to Derek.
No, it's not. Again, you just need that guy to be silent. You need that guy to be able to cover. We see now in the NFL where you have tight ends or you have running backs coming out of the backfield. You need your linebackers to be able to cover guys. You need that guy to be able to cover, especially when you have 2 bookend rushers with Tamba Ali and Justin Houston. That's really all you need. Hakeem Jordan, Nico Johnson, that's all you need those guys to be.
The other thing that they're really going to need is Dontari Poe to step it up this year. I think he's as key as anybody on this defensive line. If he can collapse the inside of that pocket and allow Derek Johnson and some of the other linebackers to run free, I think everybody's going to be better off because of that.
Yeah, definitely. When you look at Dontari Poe, you look at the NFL, teams are always looking for that big 3-4 push up the middle, and that's exactly what they touted Dontari Poe is. Big guy up the middle, top 15 pick. You need to get impact from him this season.
And one final note, which I thought was interesting today from Alex Smith, they asked who the most impressive player is so far in camp, of maybe somebody he didn't think was going to be impressive. He said Dexter McCluster. Here we go again with another coaching staff and quarterback falling in love with your guy, Dexter.
They love Dexter McCluster, and I see why. You and I were talking about it today, how teams can fall in love with those quick, speedy guys. I almost call it the Wes Welker, Percy Harvin effect. You're always looking for that game changer. I'm not sure if he's a designated receiver. I think we've seen it, but in a limited amount, 10 to 12 touches, a couple carries out of the backfield, a couple times out in the slot. There's definitely a place for Dexter McCluster. If he can't find it with Andy Reid in this offense, then there's no spot for him.
No spot for him at all. One more day of OTAs this week, then 4 practices next week before minicamp, and then they get a little bit of a break before they head up to St. Joe. For Carrington Harrison, I'm Bob Fescoe at the Chiefs practice facility on 610sports.com.